What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Cafe Talk. I'm here as usual with my friend Jolin.
Hello.
And today we have decided to talk about a very special event coming up in everybody's lives. You know, they say it's life-changing. Some people think it's life-changing. Some people think it's like, any other day. But, tell us what you think. Is it another day? Is it life-changing for you? And what I'm talking about is...
my quinceañera. I'm kidding.
Because everybody's invited. It's a huge party for everybody all around the world. Just come on over. Jolin's quinceañera.
I'm turning 22. No, I'm just kidding. I already turned 22.
We're talking about New Year's.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
So, Victor, big question.
Yeah.
New Year, does it equal new you?
Technically, yes. Every year since high school, since I first heard that, I've been gaining 5 pounds every year. So yeah, technically it is a new me every time.
I guess, it could be.
Yeah, I'm not the same person as I was 5 years ago.
I think it's only a new you if you put the effort to be a new you.
True, that's true. I mean, even if it's minor changes, by the time you end the next year, those minor changes will add up to be like someone completely new. Like, just try to improve yourself every time, and you'll become a better person.
Yep.
Whether you lose persons, whether you lose people you love about or not, it's maybe those people weren't meant to be in your life. Okay, let's not go that deep, all right, gentlemen?
Okay.
Just stop
it. Sure.
Why are you trying to go to the dark side? I must pull you back into the Jedi code.
Alright, so by the time this episode airs, Christmas would have been 5 days from now.
Yeah.
So, Victor, how do you...
That's true.
How was your Christmas? How's your holiday season going on? It doesn't even have to be, about Christmas. It could just be the whole...
Just the whole feeling of it?
Yeah, just...
Actually, that's the thing.
Because it is the most wonderful time of the year. Not now. Just stop.
It did not feel like Christmas at all for me, actually.
Why?
Like, absolutely not at all. Not a single bit. It felt more like Christmas 3 days before Christmas when we had our gift exchange.
Oh, yeah.
That felt more like Christmas than Christmas Day it felt.
Just have to get you guys gifts. So.
Oh, that's fine. I don't care. As long as I got to hang out with you guys.
You don't, but freaking Edward cares.
Does he?
Yeah,
does he still hit you up? He's like, where's my gift?
Maybe.
That's peer pressure, Jolin. Don't fall into it, man.
That's how I became an alcoholic.
So if someone were to peer pressure you to get out of alcoholism, is that how you get out of it? Yeah. It'd be like, well, you big little bitch, why are you doing that?
Yeah, pretty much. And then I'll be like, you know what? I can stop drinking right now. And then just take whatever drink I have and just throw it on the floor.
And then you lick it up on the floor because you still need it.
And I'm like, I'm just kidding. I still need this.
But yeah, no. Christmas Day came and my parents went to a party. My sister was at that same party, I believe. I'm not sure if they went to a different party, but I know for a fact everyone went to a party. I went to go buy alcohol for the cabin trip that we're going to have after New Year's. So I was out of the house when they left. I called my parents to see where the party was, but I didn't really like the people that were going, and I didn't really like the situation. What were you doing?
We just had a bunch of food, and we made the little kids that live in the back of my house dance for us.
Oh,
not like in a mean way, like we poked them with sticks and dance monkey. Not like that.
No, we threw some money, so that way they felt included.
No, so what my mom did is I have one nephew and 2 nieces that rent the little studio in the back of my house.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom bought some stockings, and she filled them up with $21 bills and just little goodies here and there, like hats and stuff that she knew they would like.
Yeah.
And then she hung them, and then in order for them to actually be able to get the stocking, they had to perform a song and dance.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so then we had fun watching them. They had fun, and then they got their stocking, and it was filled with money and stuff.
Hey man, how you doing?
All right, and we're back, Victor.
So what was
just got some incense.
Oh yeah, I bought some incense right now from the homie. He's always really cool. He always passes by the shop, and he just wants to help us smell nice.
Yeah. I didn't know you were an incense kind of guy.
I was gonna ask you that right now. Do you like incense, Jolin?
Not really.
No, you don't like the smell, or what?
Nah, because the incense that I've had, they're like once you light them up, they're like overpowering.
Oh, I see.
And then like it's just too much, and I like my nose gets overstimulated, and I'm just like, I need to air it. I need to air it out.
If you want, I'll give you like a bag of one of these incense because they're not overpowering at all. I don't know if you want to try them, and then if you don't like them, you can just give it back to me.
It's cool, dude.
You sure?
Yeah.
No, but I actually got into incense because I used to smoke a lot. So I needed something to just clear out the room of the smell.
Oh, for sure.
So I used to burn incense or even fragrant candles. But after I stopped smoking, I just kept the habit of burning incense, and it just calms me down now. So whenever I'm sitting down at watching TV or maybe wrapping gifts like for Christmas when it passed, I just burn some incense and help me relax and get in the zone of everything.
Nice.
It was cool.
I mean, whatever works, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were we talking about?
I don't remember.
Oh, Christmas. Yeah. So that's
what
basically what we did.
Yeah.
We just cooked a bunch of food, and we had the little kids like do a little Christmas celebration, and then we were just joking around, doing a little bit of karaoke.
Oh yeah. Edward invited me too for Christmas because his parents were having they were making una carne asada, carnitas. There you go. They're making carnitas, and they invited me, but I was like, I kind of didn't want to go because I didn't want to interrupt family. I don't like it. I feel like even though you guys invite me, I still feel like I interrupt not being part of the family. But I don't know. It's just me being stupid, But yeah, I just stayed home, played and watched Hulu, played games. I mean, I already celebrated Christmas with you guys, so I was happy. And then Christmas Day, we didn't even open presents early on because it turns out my sister stayed over there at the other person's house. So my parents had to wait until they woke up, went over there to go eat breakfast, and then they came back, and then we opened presents. But that was until 3 or 4 in the afternoon.
Oh, I see.
I was like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, Christmas Day, we had my sister and I had plans to go hiking. We were gonna take Ollie.
Ooh, that's nice.
But I was like, what are the chances that they're actually gonna open the trails on Christmas?
Mm-hmm. I mean,
so instead we were like, all right, let's go the next day. And then the next day came, and it was kind of too late in the day to go hiking. So we were like, let's just bring him to a dog park. So we brought him to the dog park. He had fun. He got to run around, do doggy things. And then I thought he was tired because when I put him in his pen to drive home, he was laying down. But as soon as I got home, he was
excited again.
He was all excited again. He was like, "Are we gonna go on a walk again?" I was just
nice.
bro, I'm tired.
You had fun. I'm tired of shit. What park did you go to?
The one here in Southgate. It's like the Hollydale Dog Park.
I never. Is it the one tiny that's in the center of the street? It's
the one that's no. It's the one that's right at the edge of the river and the bike walk and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
It's a really huge park where they also have horseback riding lessons and things like that. And there's a corral.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really cool park.
That's cool.
We took him there. He had fun. We brought the 2 other dogs, Choo Choo and Barry. Oh, I miss Barry. They had fun too.
Barry's awesome.
Barry was all tired by the end of it.
Well, how's Choo Choo?
Choo Choo was all tired. He fell asleep in the car.
Was he barking at everything and everyone? The dog is just so scared. It's such a little trembly dog.
Oh, so this is the first time we mentioned Choo Choo. Choo Choo's my sister's dog. He's as much of a mutt as mutts go because he's a poodle, Pomeranian, Yorkie.
Oh wow.
He's every small dog mixed in one.
I did not know that. I knew he was a mutt. I just didn't know what all the breeds he was mixed in. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but his hair is extremely soft. It's like a stuffed animal.
Oh, I never got to pet him. He was just too busy barking at me.
He was barking at Edward and peed on me. He was scared. God damn.
That was funny.
I hate that dog.
He was just terrified because we were all just surrounding him. So he got scared. Yep. So Jolin, I saw that you mentioned this new game that you want to play. It's coming up next year. What's it called? Biomutant?
Yeah, so the game is called Biomutant. I'm not sure who the publisher is. But basically what the game is about is you're this little kind of weasel
raccoon type
kind of thing, little varmint that has robotic appendages and somehow knows kung fu, and you go throughout your way fighting other creatures, and I don't know, there's not a lot about the story that's been released yet.
It's just more gameplay and just
gameplay has been released, but it looks interesting and I want it. Hopefully it comes out for PC. I'm pretty sure it is.
I barely saw it today because Jolene introduced me a video of it. It looks like, what was that new game called? Horizon Zero Dawn?
Oh yeah.
So it looks like Horizon Zero Dawn mixed with The Last of Us mixed with Monster Hunter. That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
Mixed with Monster Hunter.
By the way, we should play Monster Hunter.
I'm down. The Monster Hunter World, the new one's coming out. Yeah, it looks really interesting. And that one you can play 2 players too.
Ooh.
Just be like on quests and stuff all together.
Yeah.
It's really cool. So, but by Monster Hunter, not the fact that you go hunting like giant monsters to create new stuff from their like whatever you get from them. Monster Hunter in the sense that there's a little animal in Monster Hunter that helps you collect or scavenge through the corpses of the monsters you kill, and that little monster looks like the raccoon that you play as in Biohazard, and or was it Biomutants? So it looks like a really interesting game. It looks like an open world RPG. So I'm interested in trying it. I want to play it whenever it comes out. We can play it on our channel.
Also, I want to give a quick thank you to those of you who have been listening to our podcast and watching our Let's Plays.
Definitely.
No one yet has voiced disconcern about how we kind of cut Undertale.
Oh,
but
yeah.
Doki Doki Literature Club has gotten more views and more people have liked it than Undertale. So we're gonna finish Doki Doki.
Yeah.
And then possibly go back to Undertale. If not, choose another game.
Yeah.
But let us know what games you want us to play.
Let us know if you want us to go back to Undertale at all. If you guys liked it or not.
Because I can say we're pretty much enjoying doing Let's Plays.
Yeah,
Let's Plays are pretty fun.
Yeah, especially Doki Doki is really interesting. I haven't even gotten to the creepy part yet.
You're about to.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I'm really excited for that.
You're about to.
I'm just like, we haven't even gotten to the good part, and it's been fun. So hopefully it gets better from here on out.
No, definitely.
But yeah,
it's gonna get pretty good.
And also for the new year, we actually have plans of making some skits for you guys. I don't know if you guys will like them, but it's gonna be our first try in making some funny skits right here at the shop, the cafe shop where we record our podcast. And we got some funny stuff in our minds packaged for you guys. Maybe something to do with the Mandela effect. I don't know if you guys ever heard of that, but it's just a little thing, or what is it, conspiracy theory going around, where it just means where when you were young, you remember certain things that right now once you're old, you see them and they're completely different. And it's not just you, but it's like a group, a collective of people that remember it the exact same way as you do when they were young, but now it all changed and you guys are all just like starstruck, like what,
Well, it's not necessarily when you were young. It's just that
just
the general consensus of like an idea is agreed upon by a group of people, but it turns out not to be true. And the reason why it's called the Mandela effect is because I think back in the 70s, everyone thought Nelson Mandela died in prison, and everyone was so sure of it, but he was still alive.
Yeah, and no, he even got let go, and he died outside of prison.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that's why it's called the Mandela effect, because a lot of people remember it one way when in reality it's another thing.
Yep.
So it's just
we'll
a little
play
fun
around
thing
with those kind
that.
of ideas.
Yeah.
We'll poke your brain at it. Hopefully you like it. Just like our first podcast, our first skit's gonna be a little rough because we're still just trying to figure things out.
Yeah, we'll get better as we go. Try and bring out the best we can for you guys.
But yeah, Victor, it's a little early to say, but do you have any New Year's resolutions? Doesn't have to be super big, like I'm gonna drop my first album. But what New Year's resolutions do you have? If you don't mind sharing.
No, I don't mind sharing at all, but the problem is I haven't had a New Year's resolution in 3 years or 4 years. The last New Year's resolution I do remember having was me trying to become pretty much just a better person than I was. I feel like that's a given. I feel like that shouldn't be a New Year resolution. That should be your everyday goal. Be the person that's better than you were before. You know what I mean? So I didn't really take it as a New Year's resolution, and I stopped making that resolution. And that's why from then on I just haven't had one, because honestly I'm happy with myself. Sure, there are minor things that bother me because other people keep bringing it up, but when I sit down and just think of I'm alone with my own thoughts. There are very personal stuff that I do want to change, but not enough to make it a resolution. It's just something that I could work on right now. I don't count on the new year turning me into a new me.
All right, definitely.
Do you have any resolutions?
Definitely. I want to be more outgoing.
Yeah.
Just in the sense that, there are so many things that I want to do and I want to try, but my shyness or my insecurity kind of stops me from doing them.
Yeah.
And I guess my first step my first step towards that was just like starting this podcast, starting this YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's good.
Like that's helped a lot in getting over my awkwardness and my whole self-doubt. But coming into the new year, like I still want to keep that up. I want to work on just like being the person that I want to be, trying new things, opening up, and
that's pretty good. Yeah, that's actually a great.
Like
resolution.
the whole skits and stuff, especially like just some little background, I guess like a director's cut of our channel. When we were doing the whole unboxing video, I was super self-conscious the whole time I was editing it because I was like looking at myself and I was like, fuck, I've gotten fat.
Really?
I've gotten like so fat. And then I kept that up through the whole time and I was just like, you know what, whatever. Like this is the first time people are seeing me, so they're not gonna know that I gained like 20 pounds.
They're just gonna see you as like that's how you are. Yeah.
So I was just like, who cares?
I was actually I was like, I understand why you would be self-conscious. Like, I agree with that. I myself.
The camera does add 10 pounds.
But yeah, now I get you, Jordan.
Other than that, some things that I'm working on, aside from the skits, is that I'm also working on a comedy routine.
Oh yes, you told
me. Part of me trying to come out of my shell and be comfortable with myself is to do stand-up. I'm not trying to be famous or anything with stand-up.
Just trying to have some fun.
Yeah, just trying to have some fun. The whole comedy routine, it's just like a personal goal, just for me to like take that first step in being the person that I want to be.
So would that be part of your resolution, as to like, you know, give yourself the courage to go up and actually do like an open mic night of your stand-up?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. That's part of it.
To just amount the courage.
And then
to
there's just general things which, like, now that you mentioned it, they shouldn't even be resolutions. It should just be daily goals, like try to be a better person, try to be healthier, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Try to be like friendlier, like stay in touch with people.
Exactly.
But yeah, those are my two big ones. Just get over my self-doubt and my self-consciousness.
Yeah.
And just live life.
That's really good. That's a really good resolution. No lie, I've actually haven't heard a resolution that good in a while. Mostly it's just all the resolutions I've heard are just mostly the stereotypical ones, like I want to lose weight, or
I want to stop
I
drinking.
want more money. I don't want to be an alcoholic anymore.
I know, exactly.
But yeah, no, like. By the way, those are jokes.
Yeah, dude, we're just joking.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do struggle with alcoholism, like there's help. There are people you can talk to.
You're not
you can
alone.
overcome this.
That's what I'm saying. You know, those are the type of resolutions, like the whole I want to lose weight, I want to be a better person. Those are the resolutions that you could work at every day. You know, you don't wait for New Year's to change you, or you're not gonna fucking change overnight. You know, especially that one night.
Exactly.
Sure, you know, if you've never done it before and you're hoping that resolution is gonna be like the first day in which you start marking down what you eat or something like that, go for it. You know, if it's the start of it, sure, that's a good resolution.
And just because you do have like a big resolution and you fall off the wagon from that resolution, it doesn't mean you have to stay off the wagon. You can just go back. Like, so what if you're going to the gym 7 days a week and then you stop going for 2 days?
Yeah.
Like, just go back. It's fine.
Like, if your resolution is to like stop smoking, you know, like don't just quit cold turkey entirely if you know that's not gonna help you. You know, if you know for a fact that that's just gonna make you feel worse and probably you're not even gonna do it, then take it slow. You know, like start going less and less day by day. It's a good resolution. Just find the resolution and stick to it. Don't be like the stereotypical, you know, American that makes a bunch of new resolutions for the first month of the year and then the rest just like completely ignores it. You know, keep working at it slowly. Don't worry about falling off the wagon.
Speaking of which, another shout out to our viewers overseas. We have like 4 in total. But
hey, we appreciate you.
Whoever you 4 are, you guys are great.
Yeah, thank you so much. We really enjoy your company here.
And even our viewers, our domestic viewers here in the U.S., thank you to all of you guys and girls.
We're just really grateful. We didn't really think we would be growing this much, but thank you guys so much. Thank you. What'd you get for Christmas, Joan?
What did I get
for
Christmas?
Let's talk about materialistic things now. After this amazing heart-touching moment, let's talk about material things.
I got a sweater.
Oh, you did. I saw
got a sweater.
It. Nice.
I got money.
Hey,
what else did I get? Well, from you guys, I got a nice blanket from Rocio,
which I look soft.
Which I use to cover my pillow, so that way my head's not cold in the night.
Oh, that's a smart idea.
It's one of those like Baymax fleece throw blankets, so it's like super soft, super comfortable.
I thought you seriously were gonna use it for your feet, like you said you were.
The pen that you gave me, I haven't used it yet, just because I can't find like my art supplies to use it on. And then what did Edward? Oh, Edward got me that Butters pop vinyl.
Oh yeah.
So it's just there on my shelf.
Nice. Now, would you like to start collecting those? Or like I'm not saying like dive in for it head first like right away. I'm just saying if you find characters, would you like to collect them?
Maybe it depends on the characters. Like there are certain things that like for my next like binge buy or whatever, the next collectible series.
Yeah.
I actually want to collect like the English translations of My Hero Academia manga. Ooh. Just because like I'm reading the manga as it's going right now, and I'm so in love with the series.
Dude, Edward finally got into watching the anime on Hulu,
and he likes it,
and he loves it. He joked around saying like, "Dude, why didn't you guys ever tell me about My Hero Academia before?" And I was like, "What? I thought I was annoying the hell out of you and Jolin for telling you how much like I like it." So you know, I'm glad he finally got on. And
I know. My Hero Academia it's so good.
Oh, that comic book shop that me and Edward go to every Wednesday.
Yeah.
It's in Pasadena, and they have a huge manga collection. I don't know if you ever want to check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're like $10 each, like chapter.
Definitely.
Or volume, not chapter. Imagine every chapter. Yeah.
But yeah, because I mean, like, collecting comic books and stuff like that, that's like yours and Edward's and Sergio's thing. And I feel like if I start now, I'm just kind of like...
It's an expensive hobby, man.
It's very expensive, and I feel like I'm just too late.
No, not really. Well, no, I get what you mean. Sorry. I don't mean to cut you off like that. But I understand what you mean. Like, but it's never too late to get into comics. Well, yeah, you could always go buy the old ones. You can always go enjoy them. And even if you don't want to collect the old ones, you just want to read it, you just always get like, you know, like me or Sergio or Edward.
Yeah, definitely.
To read them. So it's, I mean, comics are good. I always like comics.
But yeah, I mean, like at the same time, like you guys are like strictly like Marvel and DC. I know like you've delved a little bit into, what is it, Dark Horse that does Saga? Or Image?
Image. Yeah.
You've done a little bit of Image comics. And then I don't know.
I've like dipped my toe into like Dark Horse, like the one you were saying. So I like Dark Horse.
Yeah, I think Dark Horse is gonna start publishing Overwatch's comics.
Are they really?
Yeah.
No way.
In the coming year, or like in the coming year.
Wait, like there was some the story of like the ones from the videos.
Yeah. Like, no, the ones. The online comics that they published that Blizzard themselves have done.
Yeah.
I think Dark Horse is gonna actually publish them.
Dude, that would be awesome.
But yeah, like when it comes to comics, I would probably go that route because I've read more Image comics than I have freaking DC and Marvel. Because I've read the first couple volumes. I've read the first volume of like the Manhattan Project. I have like the first 4 volumes.
Hey, what's up? You're
was it? Yeah, so I've read the first couple issues of the Manhattan Project. I have the first couple volumes of The Walking Dead. I read the first couple issues of Invincible. What else is there? I read a little bit of Saga because Sergio lent me the first volume or something. Or I think you lent it to me.
I think Sergio was the one that lent it to you.
Sergio. Mm-hmm. And I think that's it. That's all of Image's stuff that I've read so far.
The only Image comics that I've read before Sergio introduced me into more was Saga. Saga was the first like huge story that I dove myself into, and then he's the one that was actually told me to research the authors of the people or the comics that I've read that I really enjoyed, and then from then on just research the stories, and then read like the first volume, and then that will give you the sense of the story to see if you want to keep going with that story. And there was a lot of good ones that I've read, and
there are also some really weird ones like Battle Pope. There's Battle Pope, and then there's like some like T-Rex in space.
There's some like kooky ones.
I think we're back. We had some issues.
I just had to move my car, guys.
My car got towed, so I don't know how I'm gonna go.
I have my Vespa, so it's all good.
Oh, I wish, dude. You know I actually want to get a Vespa.
I know you do.
Just because like it opens a pathway to like actually being able to fix motors and stuff, and they're not as hard.
Doesn't Vespa have kind of like a lawnmower motor?
No, it's better. Like really early ones, yeah, because they're only like I think 200cc engines, or like they're really small.
Yeah.
But like really modern ones, I think the biggest it comes is like 800 cc's,
They
which
can
is
haul
like
ass.
it has like 32 horsepower. So yeah, I can haul it.
For a Vespa, Joe. For a Vespa.
Yeah, bro, 32 horsepower is on something that only weighs like 300 pounds.
Yeah. No, that's great.
It's like a 10 to 1 pound ratio. What is it? Weight to horsepower ratio.
And the best part is you could park that anywhere.
I can even bring it into the shop.
Exactly. You just afraid to get it like towed, afraid to get it like stolen. Just bring it in with you. Take a wheel off, just like regular bicycles.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this doesn't sound like a bad idea, but
I'll be the
I myself
coolest
wouldn't
guy
get
in
it.
South LA. Just riding on a Vespa with one of those like really long white scarves flowing in the wind.
Oh, I was gonna say that. I thought you meant like a cape, but I was like, no, yeah, that's better. The scarf with,
Yeah, like
with
the
your
classic
really
biker
dark
helmet.
glasses.
Yeah.
And like a classic biker helmet with like.
Well, the leather biker helmet.
And then like a
aviation ones.
Gucci glasses
No,
that cover like half your
let's
face.
Let's not go that route.
And you dye your nails pink, so that way it's like.
Why would I
vibrant
dye my
every
nails?
time
Why don't I just
you-
paint them?
Huh?
I didn't just paint them.
Oh, well, that's what I meant. Sorry, I said dye. Huh?
You said dye.
But you paint your nails pink.
Yep.
Yeah,
So yeah, I want a Vespa.
I can see you with Vespa, John.
But then I can never pick anybody up.
Yeah, you can. It's little Edward. You can pick Edward up.
I could pick Edward up. But then he'll complain. He's like, how many? He's like, what's this engine? And I'll be like, bro, it's not even one cylinder. It's 800 cc's.
So
And he's like,
what is
"What?"
that? Does not pony power anymore? What's the smallest?
See, he'll laugh at that, but I bet you a Vespa will start faster than his Maverick will. Like if you were to go into a drag race, the two of them like lined up, like the Vespa will definitely take off first, but then the Maverick will quickly catch up. But
okay.
off the line, the Vespa will win all the time.
Off the line.
Yeah, and I'll be like, I still won.
So it's like speed
wasn't a-
versus
it wasn't a-
endurance.
Yeah, I would be like, it wasn't a race to the finish. It was whoever got off the line first, and I clearly won.
Okay, I can see that. Not bad, Jordan. Not bad. What type of Vespa would you get though?
I'd want like a classic one, like a 60s Vespa.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Not bad.
60s Vespa.
Like the ones you would see yourself driving down Italy on a nice sunset.
Italy's a big country. You gotta say like Florence or Venice.
Florence.
There you go.
Driving down Florence and when the sunset and with
Overseeing
your
the Mediterranean Ocean.
yeah, when
Mediterranean Sea.
it's a cool summer day and you have your scarf flowing in the wind for some reason. You have a scarf on.
Yep.
And
So
yeah.
Victor, you know how I think for the past couple of early podcasts, you were like, "Damn, I want sushi."
Yeah.
Now it's my turn. I want Shake Shack.
You want Shake Shack?
I do want
Yeah,
Shake Shack.
that's true. I've heard you say you want Shake Shack for a while now.
Just because I saw what was it? First We Feast,
Uh-huh.
and they had the
They're talking about Shake Shack?
They had In-N-Out versus Shake Shack, and they had the Crinkle Cut fries with the cheese sauce.
Hey,
I want that.
Those are good. Those are really good.
I want that so bad.
Mm-hmm. No, I've actually tried the peanut butter burger from Shake Shack.
Oh, yeah.
And it's actually really good. I didn't think it was gonna be that good as it was.
It seems like I want to try it, but I don't eat bacon, so I just have to get the
I mean, you just get a regular burger.
Yeah,
with
and then put the
peanut butter
sauce.
sauce. Yeah,
Definitely.
it's good. I recommend it to whoever has Shake Shack. It's delicious. I'm down to go one day.
I'm down too.
I don't know if I still need to buy groceries. So I mean,
Oh,
anyways.
for the cabin.
Yeah, for the cabin. But anyways, any plans for New Year's, Jordan?
Probably the same as Christmas. Just cook a lot of food and hang
Chill.
out with the family.
Yo, let's go play those board games your sister has. So we can
Oh, yeah.
just- What type of board games do you like playing, Jordan?
I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of board games.
Uh-huh.
Just because like I had Monopoly when I was a kid, and we just never finished Monopoly.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know how people can finish a game of Monopoly.
I don't know, me either. I always just were like, you know what, we're all tired, let's just end it, you won, or let's tally up
Yeah.
how much we have, and that's it. We'll end it like that. But I've never really gone to the end of a Monopoly game where everybody else is bankrupt except for the winner, you know, which is technically what you're supposed to do.
Exactly.
Because at the point, once the game cuts down to two people, that's when I'm like, this is boring. Either one person's always paying or the other person's always like losing, or it's a complete tie, and you're just like, what's the point of this? Let's just end it. Let's just count up how much we got.
Definitely.
But
I know we talk about how we want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Definitely. Yeah.
And then obviously like so do our other friends Edward and Rocio. I don't know who else would want to play, but
like, you know, you always have to have someone who already knows that game. And so far we only know one person, right? Rocio's boyfriend that knows the game. But we don't have anything. We don't have the dice. We don't have the rules. We don't have all the characters set up. Nothing. We don't have any of the paper. So it's like we're trying to get into it, but we're starting off from like rock bottom.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But it seems like a fun game, especially since
does.
we all know each other pretty well. So the campaign will be interesting, and just like the randomness that Edward throws into everything. Yeah.
Well, who would be the dungeon master?
I want to say I would.
Yeah.
You or me, one of us.
Okay.
I think we would do pretty well as dungeon master.
Because, I mean, the Dungeon Master has to be able to tell a story, but also give little twists and turns here to make it interesting, you know? But I feel like Edward would be good at the twists and turns. He wouldn't be good at, like, keeping the story going. He would just be like, I don't know, you guys went to a mountain, I guess. But yeah, what other board games have you played that you actually remember and you actually, like, fairly enjoy? You don't remember much board games?
No. I mean, I played, like, what was it, Shoots and Ladders? Shoots and Snakes?
Escalators.
Or Snakes and Ladders. There you go.
Shoots and Ladders.
Is it Shoots and Ladders?
Shoots and Ladders.
Okay, yeah.
But in Spanish, it is like Snakes and Ladders.
Yeah. All right. So I played that. I remember playing like Candyland.
And then, like, Candyland is such a short game.
Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness, and then like Life.
Yeah.
I don't know what other board games I've played.
Jenga.
Is Jenga a board game?
I do not know if it is. A lot of people have played it, and I mean, it kind of is, technically.
I guess. Maybe. My sister just bought like Cards Against Humanities and some game called Codenames.
Codenames?
Yeah, it's a weird game.
I mean, did she buy like the full extension of Cards Against Humanity?
No, she just bought the basic one.
Oh, okay. So Cards Against Humanity is always an interesting game. I mean, it's just... just search it up online. You can see how crazy it gets. It's awesome.
No, I feel like it gets really boring after a while.
After you play, if you play with the same people over and over again with the exact same cards, yeah, it does get boring after a while. It does get like, because it's just repetition over and over again. You already know what's coming up next, and I mean, you already know what's funny, what isn't. So it's pretty much telling the same joke over and over again. But yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. I've loved Monopoly, like, even though, you know, the whole issues I've just explained about never really finishing it. But yeah, Monopoly's always fun. I've recently gone into the game Clue. Have you heard of Clue? I don't remember Clue. You don't remember Clue?
No.
It's just, Jeff brought Clue over one time. And I never played it before then, and then he just showed us how to play it, and it seems pretty interesting. I mean, you're just in a house, you're an investigator, and you have to pretty much like deduct who got killed or who did the killing. You know what I mean? And you do that by asking other people what they have, like to show you a card that they have, and then from then on you just scratch off on your little notepad who could have been and where they could have done it and with what. So it's really fun, little small game.
Oh, I see.
It's fun looking, fun with friends. Yeah. Is it?
I guess.
All right. Yeah, so, well, thanks for joining us again on another podcast, guys. We always appreciate your help and your support. Comment down below what you like, what's your New Year's resolution, and, what do you guys have planned for New Year's? If you guys going to go with family, you're going to be by yourself, watching movies, and, just let us know. Don't forget, if you like this episode, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on more. Jolene, you want to add anything?
Let us know what other games you want us to play. Old and new, we'll try our best. Tell us, I don't know, tell us what you like. Tell us what you're eating right now. If you're eating something, comment down below. What are you eating?
Yeah, because Jolene has food on the mind on Shake
Maybe
Shack.
send a little bit our way. That'd be nice.
We gotta set up a PO box for that, Jolene, so that way we could get some food from you.
Let us know if you want us to have a PO box.
Yeah, so let us know, guys. We love interacting with you, and comment down below. So be on the lookout for next year, for our skits and Let's Plays. Let us know what games you want to play. So bye, guys. Sorry for saying so many times. Stay beautiful.